Okay, so well, that kind of comes to the question then of like, I mean, if you had like the original recording there, and then that's gone, and then you had to put it back, and that was unbelievably shit.
Oh my god. Got like a day to do all my vocals now.
It's just, yeah,
Luckily I knew them by then, obviously.
I'd be surprised if you didn't, if you went in there and go like, oh crap, I would never have the singers again, it's not I'm going to go on tour or anything like that, you know. But like, that's not a common question. I mean, like when you listened to it the first time, was there anything like drastically that you changed then in that kind of sense? It's something that we maybe missed out.
We didn't have time. It was just literally right. We've got like a day to lay all the guitars down, and then
well, we had a week to record it and mix it.
So it was a bit nuts, but I think it benefits from it as well, though, because you can hear the rawness in it, and like the new album, it's coming out next year, isn't raw at all. It's beautiful. Like, you know, we spent
comparison, yeah.
Like you listen to that now, but I think bands gotta grow, and I think that captured the essence of the band at the time, and how we were really struggling and kind of getting all together, and it just. I don't know, it sounds great, it sounds pretty good, I think. Not that I listen to it that much, kind of had enough of it now.
You know, I'm actually really happy that you said new album as well too, because like one of the things I was thinking about when I was doing this, you released this album a year ago, so I was just kind of thinking like, is new music going to come out soon?
Next one's finished. I just spoke to the guy now, he's mixed 2 of the tracks, so
when I get back I got 3 vocal tracks to do, and then that's it, it's completely done.
Okay, cool. So I won't go into too much detail about it, but like, what about if you can describe the sound like that album compared to the album that's out now? Then I mean, what like you kind of explain a wee bit, but like
it's a lot more commercial. It's Radio 1. So, I mean, that's what we need to do now.
We just sound more grounded as a band now. Like we know our sound, we're a bit more comfortable with ourselves. Like I think on the first album we were like, oh, do we go heavier? Do we do this? But now we've kind of taken a step back and thought like people actually just appreciate like good songs.
You need to hit radio, and that's again, it's just what we do best, really. We like the choruses, and we prefer that.
So that's it, really.
It was hard before because we just kept. I mean, in the beginning, we kept getting booked for metal gigs and metal festivals, so our writing kind of progressed that way, even though we didn't really want to.
Even though we're blatantly not a metal band.
So that's the good thing again with this album, because we've had more time. We can actually write us and just be 100% true to ourselves.
So you don't feel. So you don't feel as influenced to go as one way this time. You feel as though this way.
We've just come out and done what we always originally set out to do, I suppose, without kind of the influence of, if we get a bit more metal, we know this guy, he'll press on Bloodstock, and because band, you just want to get in front of people, so you kind of tailor yourself sometimes to get up in front of certain crowds because that's the opportunity you've got. But this time we definitely just sat down and wrote an album for us that we really enjoyed.
Well, typical Dirty Youth, lots of funky, groovy riffs with big choruses, and it's the same really. It's just it's more mature.
Yeah.
As always with albums that come out later on. But the one thing you said, I know this, and I would never ask this question in an interview unless it came up, right? And I know you guys are going to hate this question because it's like the worst question you can ever ask about, right? But you kind of had it there. You were saying about like you were influenced to go this one way, and you're kind of booked for metal festivals and whatnot. So, how would, and I hate this for saying this, like how do you want people to see you then? If you're saying right, if you're going to be booked for metal festivals, what festival would you want to be booked for then, or like what would you want to be seen as?
I think this time round is like.
What has our biggest ambition been from day one? It's been to play Reading. So like. Again, that's what I want to do. I want to, again, play Reading Festival. I mean, our ultimate ambition would be to sell out Wembley Stadium. That would be a good one.
I think this time round, like I said, we've just done this album that we're happy with it and we like it. And if people don't like it, don't listen to it. That's basically it, and I think people are more susceptible to music now because of like all this, like obviously the online thing. It's so easy to just kind of listen to all like different bands all the time. There's so many great bands doing like up and coming now, doing so much different stuff, and the genres do like a lot of festivals do cross over. So I'd hope that like eventually the UK will go a bit more like Europe is, where you could kind of have like a pop act with like say a really heavy metal act and then a rap act, and like everyone's just saying having a good time. Like I think and we've just kind of perhaps fallen into the thing now of like we're just going to do this for us now, and like we like it, and if you want to listen to it, listen to it. If you don't, and that's kind of the frame of mind we've got on it, I think now. So.
I mean, everyone likes different. You don't just like one genre of music, do you? You like collectively. Well, pretty much me. I like everything. So.
I'll listen to Lady Gaga sometimes. It's quite nice, you know.
You should probably not say that.
It's really gay.
I was doing so well up until this point. I might as well just leave. I'm sorry. I'm going to finish.
Yeah, she's got some tunes.
I'll tell you what, speaking of kind of end up the interview as well too, I'm kind of roughly about the end, but the one thing I'm doing, I'm interviewing the Rasmus actually at 6:30, and it's not that I'm not prepared, you know, you can see the questions are there, they're so prepared and whatnot, right, but I've not got, like, I want to kind of get that, like, what should I ask them, because you've been on tour with them for long enough.
Ask him, because I want to know myself, why does he wear feathers in his hair? Can you ask him that for me?
I will ask him that for you.
Because I want to know that.
Okay.
I haven't asked him myself.
Okay. You will officially be asked this, and I will go there and ask him why does he have feathers in his hair. I'll even direct it to you.
Yeah.
That
Danny said.
Danny from TDY.
You won't know who we are then, so say that.
Like, talking with those guys, like, obviously what they've achieved, like, I didn't realise how big that band was. Like, literally, like, out in Europe, they're still pretty big deal. Like, you know, and they've, like, we're speaking to Paulie and Aero and some of the guys, they've been going so long and consistently gone gold with every record from, like, when they were so young, and I think that's really impressive for anyone's kind of, obviously they got this massive tune that excuse the pun, but overshadows like a lot of the other stuff, but they got loads of great tunes, and you know, you can see why the fan base is so diehard with them, because they got, like, every album's got loads of good songs on, and you know, they're really nice guys, aren't they, and they've kind of looked after us a bit as well, which was nice. They could have been a lot harder on us, I think.
They were caring and fatherly or whatnot, but also
We've got some news that you'll be happy with tonight anyway. We're playing 2 songs off the new album.
I like
live.
this. I like this a lot. So what are the songs called?
The first one we play is called Bury Me Next to Elvis.
Okay.
And the second one's called Darkest Wedding.
Okay. I really want to know what Bury Me Next to Elvis sounds like. Why?
It's about a psychotic hardcore fan that is obsessed with Elvis and
that kind of wants to be this big deal, and you know, just is in love with Elvis. It's got this fun song.
it's about my nan. Again.
So this album's going to be a concept album about your nan, then, the one who has condoms on her wall and wants to be buried next to Elvis. Is that true?
That's official.
It's official, yeah. Exclusive on Rock Radio. Okay.
The Darkest Wedding song, it's the first time we actually, I kind of wrote with someone else outside the band the song. We got Benji in from Skindred, like, we're good friends, and he kind of come in and just had this mad idea of kind of, when you go to a wedding and you know it's not going to work, and you're like there thinking, why are they even bothering? And then we come up with this concept of, like, the Darkest Wedding thing, and you know, I think it's cool. It's again, it's a fun song. You know.
I could talk to you guys for like another 20 minutes actually if I wanted to, but I think I'm like.
Probably plug the next thing that we're actually doing
yeah.
today. Yeah. Monday we're releasing the last single off the first album, and we've got a brand new video going out. It's not the last song, is it? What's the last song?
Well, we're just releasing a single.
Okay.
Monday.
It's got a video to go with it, so that's going to be out pretty much within the week.
Buy it on iTunes. It's got 2 B-sides, which are amazing as well.
Brand new as well.
Cool. And that will be going up on the Rock Made the Metal page, just a little snippet there, so cool. I'll plug that quite happily. Okay, cool. And so, yeah, I love that. So I'm going to finish it up there though. So just a quick message for the fan guys.
Thank you for listening, and check us out.
Okay, and
Pretty much the same.
why is my voice going higher?